I'm guessing they're out of fuel. That thing looks like my dog a little bit. I took off from the house in late June this year, headed for Alaska on the longest, most logistically challenging trip that the Dirt Mile has ever put together. I drove Odin, the Tacoma, to Alaska via Glacier National Park, Banff National Park, and finally hopped on the Alaskan. I picked up some buddies in Anchorage for a week of fishing the Kenai Peninsula, which we failed to film well. After dropping off the first crew, I picked up John, my older brother, and Brandon, a longtime friend, at the Anchorage airport. This was their first trip to Alaska, and we set off with mostly just one goal. We wanted to drive the Dalton Highway in the Arctic Circle by way of the Denali Highway. So we're all here, we're at Hatcher Pass, we're at the bottom of it, at the river. Little road noise and a little bit of river noise, but we're about to get into it and see what we can find today. What do you think, Brandon? Alaska?
Excited.
Pretty okay so far?
First experience with Alaska.
Yeah, it's going to be a tent.
Ready to get out of town.
Tent full of parts. All right, here we go.
First campsite for the week. Of course, Ben's waving. And it's funny for some reason. But it's after 9 o'clock. It's getting, you know, dark and drowsy looking. That's a pretty cool shot, man. John down at the river, truck's over there, Brandon's here taking pictures. Pretty friggin' cool stuff. We might camp here for the night. Well, believe it or not, it's raining again. I know you're not gonna believe it. It only rains every day here. However, we got a pretty decent superstructure going on. These guys put the bag from the tent, kind of pulled it around on the bulb and moved it, and then we tarped up the back with some birch we found. So pretty cool just hanging out here. I think Brandon's gonna treat us to some dinner in a little bit. How's it, John?
Good.
Caught him with his mouth full. He didn't have time.
It's like a fair bit better than not eating. Well, it cleared up a little bit. You can see a little bit of mountains from camp. So we're about to break the rig down, pack up camp, and after we make some breakfast, we're doing that. And then we're headed to Denali Highway.
Yeah.
Stoked about
This whole trip.
Denali Highway today, baby.
Yeah.
On a Ford Ranger Cadillac. Because whatever they were just talking about sounds gross unless you think it's air brakes on a semi-truck. All right, John, what do we got going here?
We've got some reindeer sausage, and we've got some onions that are starting to get clear. And we are gonna get some. Did I just say salmon? I meant reindeer.
No, I said Santa.
Oh,
He's
Santa.
down a deer.
Oh, Santa's down a deer. Yeah. If I could hear better, that'd be good, I guess. Yeah, so I think this is Donner.
Uh-huh. I don't want it to be that red-nosed one because I think there's something wrong with it.
So, actually, the way this works out is because this is that reindeer, we're going to call this the Donner Party.
Oh, yeah, and that never went bad, so perfect. I think they like it when I just stay over here and film. I don't think they even want to be filmed, but they don't want me to help in the kitchen. So, I'm just doing other stuff. I don't care what they do. Wheezing a little bit. Calling the boys into a hiking trip up that same junk I hiked earlier. There's the truck down there. Hard to tell. It's far though. But the view is not that bad. So they're over there looking at the cool rocks. Pacing around. That's the road in. Yeah. Alaska, which is a big one. So we thought maybe we'd, until there was a good backstop, so maybe we'll play with some stuff for a minute. Try and get some footage of that.
Nice.
That was a corner for sure. That was nice work. Was that just high?
It was in the same spot.
Was it? Touch low. just got on Highway 2, headed towards Coldfoot, so we're stoked. We got a lot of snacks. Brandon's got an awesome meal plan, so I'll try and get some good footage of him cooking and drinking beers and hanging out at Camp Insane Foul Words. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at now. Didn't get a lot of film this morning. It was just rainy and my window is all dirty, and those are all just bad excuses, but it's all I got. So, all right, here we go. All right, guys, it's starting. Dalton Highway, Yukon River that way. Pretty stoked. Truck's missing a headlight. If that's the worst thing we do to it, we're in great shape. But here, look at that. Oh, that's Brandon. Don't look at that. Look at that. Super cool. Brandon's still reeling because his car's on the line right now. He's like, wait, you guys only have to pay $50 to fill the car up. I think it's actually not as dirty as that. Just not touching me in the back. Yeah. Just turned into snow. Turns out it's called the Arctic Circle for a reason. It's August 1st today. It's snowing. Well, we made it. Pretty stoked. There, somewhere over here is a big caribou wandering around on the beach. Just saw that, dude. John's putting fuel in the machine. It's only $7.09 here, which is a lot cheaper than Coldfoot. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty excited. It's snowing and there's caribou. Down on the Sag, where it meets the Arctic Ocean, John's got cold hands because he's doing this. There we go. The first time we've seen out of the windows in a minute. All right, so This is as close as you can get your rig to the Arctic Ocean if you don't work for the oil company. So this is the mouth of the Sag River. It's got a long name that I can't pronounce. And then just out here is the Arctic Ocean. So we're right up near that brackish water. And yeah, this is pretty cool. This has been on my bucket list for a minute. It is not the most beautiful day outside as you might expect in a place called the Arctic Circle. So a little chilly. Sorry about that. It's a little chilly. It's rainy, but damn it if it's not cool getting out here. These guys are rehydrating their lunch, or rehydrating some backpacker meals. And I'm just cooking my lunch that I didn't finish over the reactor. And so far it's working out. I'm gonna cook these tater tots in a minute and hopefully they're really good.
It's almost 10 p.m. Why is the sun not going home?
I'll look up there on the road. In the road.
Oh, and there's caribou in the road.
Yep, we got caribou in the road.
I'm gonna eat that dog.
This doesn't suck.
All right, folks, so we woke up kind of late to the sound of a 6-liter Ford making a bunch of noise right next to the tent. Dude went to back his airboat into the Sag, and apparently the beach down there calls out F-250s. So we woke up, jammed the tent in the box real quick, winched the dude out. Then Brandon bought us some coffees at the Aurora Hotel. Now we're back on the Dalton. We're southbound. Brandon just started scrambling to make dinner. John's just like doing stuff over there. But he's over here scrambling now because that thing just blew over the mountain and it's like blowing snow in here. So we're gonna see if we can outrun that with Chili Mac.
We'd met the goal. Denali, Dalton, and Arctic Circle boxes had been checked, and this is where the trip changed shape for us some. We had a less defined plan, and we had a carrier bearing and a U-joint fail, and that cost us some time. But after a morning wrenching at an auto parts store in North Pole, Alaska, the rig was back together, and we were once again headed south, in search of salmon, grizzlies, glaciers, and ice caves.
All right, at the car wash, see what we can get done. Mismatched headlights. Doing this kind of stuff. I just hope he fixes it.
Yeah.
Took a little hiking detour down to the Knik from camp tonight to show the boys Matanuska Glacier. So today was a little bit longer day in the car. We went to Glacier, and I can't remember the name of it, but I'll put it up here. And so then we ended up putting out some miles, and we're in Palmer now, outside of Palmer on Old Glen, camp near the Knik, at kind of a boondock site back here. And I do like, normally I'd come camp on this, like on the gravel bar, and just be in this space, but the wind has been pretty nasty, and we're gonna struggle to cook a meal. So is that a bald eagle? That's a bald eagle. Can't see on the camera, there's a bald eagle. So, yeah. Big day. We're going to the Kenai, down to the Kenai, hopefully to the Russian tomorrow. Maybe fish that for a couple days, check out Seward, and then I think that's the end of the trip for these guys. So we're gonna figure it out. It's been pretty cool. There's another, the guys are wondering about bald eagles. Sure enough, they're just all over the place. So pretty fun. So, all right. Another Pacific pink, Northern Pacific pink on Ingram Creek down here.
I've been lucky enough to have made quite a few trips to Alaska. I've always flown there before. There's something much more wild about being in your own rig, on a trip where you have the time. You've put in the work, whether it be the logistics, the truck maintenance beforehand, or wrapping up all the stuff at home that needs to be done in order to make a trip like this happen. I'm proud to have good friends who put up with me. Lucky to have a wife that, even though she couldn't go, encouraged me to chase this. This trip was huge for me, for us, and I'm enchanted by this place. I will never forget it. 2 months and 14,019 miles later, I'm better for it. Thanks so much for following along.